in the middle of the Nevada desert. An old truck stands on the outskirts of town under a dim street lamp. Fatigue can be seen on his face, worn out by the sand breeze. There is a coffee cup in his hand. Ethan looks up into the night sky like a habit, like he has done every night for decades, east towards the place. The sky is full of stars, but Ethan's gaze is fixed in a specific direction. Today, what is that? In the stillness, far away, a faint light begins to flicker beyond the desert horizon. At first, I think it's just a star, but the movement is unusual. Irregular and odd movements, different from the usual airplane lights. It changes direction quickly, and it stops suddenly. Ethan's eyes are shaking. The hand holding the coffee cup is strengthening. The light gets brighter and brighter, and the shape seems to be vague. It looks like a disc or a triangle. No sound at all. Just a ball of light moving like a ghost in the dark. Ethan holds his breath. He has lived in this desert for decades and has seen countless times, but it is a sight he has never gotten used to. The light stays in the sky for a while, and then quickly disappears into the darkness at a tremendous speed, as if it didn't exist from the beginning. Again, there is only stillness in the desert. Only the starlight shines. That doesn't belong to a human being. What the hell is going on? His face is filled with unknown horrors. His eyes are still on the east, towards the Forbidden Zone, Area 51. In the very isolated heart of the Nevada desert, there is a place that is not shown clearly on public maps. It is a name that makes people who live nearby feel a mix of fear and wonder at night. It is Area 51. The United States government worked very hard to keep this place a secret, and even today, it is highly guarded. Why has this distant desert location become so famous? The main subject of so many ideas and theories about hidden truths? Today, we will explore what is known and what is only guessed about the secret base, Area 51. Area 51 is a large space in southern Nevada, about 12,000 square kilometers of mostly empty land. Its official names, like Homey Airport or Groom Lake, are not commonly used by the public. Most people know it only as Area 51. It is part of the US Air Force and is officially used for testing and developing new aircraft. But for many years, this simple explanation has felt incomplete. Not enough to explain the strange stories connected to this place. Area 51 became special mainly because of its link to aliens and UFOs. For a long time, stories have been told. Quiet stories that grew louder, claiming that pieces of crashed UFOs are kept here. People say that technology from other worlds is being studied and copied, and some even suggest that the government is working with aliens inside the base. These stories became very popular, partly because the government kept everything about the base so secret. The area around the base is blocked off with fences and guarded by armed officers. It is very clear that no one is allowed to enter without permission. This very strong security made people think they must be hiding something very important. And for many people, that important secret was proof of visitors from outer space. Let's look at 5 important events or widely believed stories that have made Area 51 a place of deep mystery. 1. New spy planes appear. The 1950s, Area 51 first started getting attention in the 1950s, during the Cold War. It was used by the CIA to test secret spy planes like the U-2, which could fly much higher and faster than other planes at that time. When people saw these very fast and high-flying test aircraft, they often did not know what they were. To them, they looked like UFOs. Because these programs were top secret for the country's safety, the government could not tell people what they were seeing. This without intention, started the rumors about UFOs near the base. 2. The link to the Roswell incident after 1947. The event in Roswell, New Mexico, where something mysterious crashed in 1947, became closely connected with Area 51. After the crash, the military first said it was a flying disc, then changed their story to a weather balloon. This made people suspicious. Later, stories began to spread that the real parts from the crash, and maybe even alien bodies, were secretly moved to Area 51. It was said that scientists there were trying to understand technology from another world. This connection made Area 51 seem like the main place, where evidence of alien life was hidden. 3. Bob Lazar makes big claims, 1989. A person named Bob Lazar played a very important role in making Area 51 famous for alien technology. In 1989, he appeared in an interview on television in Las Vegas. His face was hidden, but his words were clear. He said that he worked at a secret place near Area 51 called S4. He claimed that the US government had 9 alien spacecraft there, and that he was part of a team trying to understand how they worked. Lazar described how these craft used a special material, which he called Element 115, to control gravity and fly. At that time, Element 115 was not known on the periodic table, which made his amazing story seem more believable to some. Element 115 was later created in a lab and officially named Moscovium in 2016. Bob Lazar's detailed story was told in many documentaries and interviews, and became a central part of the Area 51 mystery. 4. The government confirms Area 51 exists. For many years, the US government did not officially say if Area 51 was real or not. This silence made the mystery stronger. But in 2013, the CIA released old secret papers that clearly said Area 51 exists. They confirmed it was a secret place used for testing aircraft programs like the U-2. However, the documents did not mention anything about aliens or UFOs. This official statement confirmed the base, but by not talking about aliens, it kept the mystery alive for those who believe the conspiracy theories. 5. The Storm Area 51 event online 2019. A simple, funny idea on Facebook to have a large group storm Area 51 to see the aliens became known around the world. Millions of people said they would join, causing real concern about whether people might actually try to enter the base. The US Air Force had to issue a strong public warning. On the day the event was planned, thousands of people did come near Area 51, but it was mostly a peaceful gathering, not a forceful entry. This event showed just how interested and curious the public still is about Area 51. When we talk about people connected to Area 51, the most well-known name is Bob Lazar. His television interview in 1989 was very impactful. Hiding his face, he told a surprising story. He said his job at the S4 facility near Area 51 was to study and copy the technology from 9 alien spacecraft that the government had. He spoke about controlling gravity and using an unknown material, Element 115 for power. His descriptions were very specific, making the idea of secret labs underground, where people worked on technology from other worlds, seem real to many. Even though there are still many questions about his personal history and if his story is true, Lazar's account is the most detailed personal story. From inside the alleged secret world of alien technology research. For many, his words changed the general ideas about Area 51 into something that felt possible and a little frightening. Besides Lazar, there are other people who say they worked at the base and saw strange things, and many researchers who study UFOs and try hard to find information and clues about what the government is hiding at this one mysterious place. It is very difficult, almost impossible, to find stories from people who have actually been inside this area. Officially, only military personnel with special permission are allowed. The base is strongly guarded to prevent anyone else from entering. So, any stories you hear from the inside usually come from people like Bob Lazar, who say they used to work there, or they are simply ideas based on imagination fueled by the secrecy. The stories that describe the inside of Area 51 often create a picture like this. Imagine this: far below the desert ground, hidden away from public sight, is a very large secret complex. Doors that seal the air open into clean hallways that lead to laboratories. In these labs, strange objects that do not look human are placed on tables for study. Complex machines with unknown purposes are connected everywhere. In very large buildings, smooth, strangely shaped flying objects are waiting silently. The people who work here, scientists, engineers, soldiers, carry a heavy burden. Their faces show the stress of keeping a secret, and their eyes hold the knowledge of things the world is not supposed to know. They have promised not to speak. They are controlled by fear and by the surprising reality of what they are working on. There are also stories that at night, strange lights can be seen coming from the base, and unusual sounds can be heard carried by the desert wind. These stories are not confirmed, but they add to the mysterious feeling of Area 51. There are very different opinions about Area 51 between scientists and people who believe in conspiracy theories. What scientists think? Most mainstream scientists are doubtful about the claims that Area 51 is related to aliens or UFOs. They say there is not enough scientific proof. They agree that it was a secret place for testing military aircraft for many years, but they explain that the strange things people reported seeing were most likely secret. Test planes or drones, or simply people seeing things incorrectly because of the conditions or their own minds. They also point out that Bob Lazar's specific claims about element 115 and gravity control are not supported by current scientific understanding, and there are many questions about whether he actually worked there. They state that they need clear, verifiable proof, and they believe that real proof of aliens connected to Area 51 has never been shown. What conspiracy theorists believe? People who believe in conspiracy theories are very sure that Area 51 is where the US government is hiding the truth about contact with alien life from the public. They see the Roswell crash, Bob Lazar's story, the strange sightings near the base, and the government's very strict secrecy as proof that the government is hiding the fact that they know about and perhaps work with aliens. They think the government's official explanation that it is just a place for testing planes is false, a way to hide the truth. They believe that the real secrets, crashed alien ships, alien bodies, and advanced alien technology are hidden deep inside Area 51. So why does Area 51 continue to interest and also frighten so many people? First, it is the extreme secrecy. When a place is kept completely secret by the government, with very little information available, it naturally makes people imagine what could be there. Not knowing what is hidden can create a feeling of fear about the unknown. Second, it is connection to aliens and UFOs. The possibility of alien life is one of the biggest mysteries for humanity. The idea that Area 51 might have the answer to this mystery is very exciting, but it also touches a basic fear of things that are unknown and cannot be controlled, like beings from another world. Third, access is impossible. The fact that you are not allowed to enter, that there are armed guards stopping you, makes it seem very likely that something very important, perhaps something dangerous, is inside. Why else would they guard it so strongly? Being blocked from entering creates both suspicion and fear. Finally, the influence of movies, books, and online stories. Through popular culture, Area 51 has become widely known as a secret place with aliens. Many stories and theories, some very wild, have been added to this idea, making it hard to know what is true and what is not, creating a mysterious and sometimes scary atmosphere. What is the situation at Area 51 now? It is still much the same as before. It is still a working, highly secret U.S. Air Force base, and entering without permission is strictly not allowed. However, the government has now officially said that it exists, and some small towns near the base have used the fame of Area 51 to attract tourists, with hotels and shops related to aliens. But no matter what the actual truth is, Area 51 remains hidden in the large desert. It continues to be a powerful symbol of the unknown, a place that makes us very curious while also making us feel a little afraid of the secrets it might hold. What do you think about Area 51? Do you believe that the secrets of alien life are truly hidden there? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.